In my role at the BHA, I've seen some ups and some downs, particularly when it comes to the question of talent, skills, and workforce. They are the lifeblood that our industry just cannot do without. But it is fair to say that we are facing some major problems.
The issues that industry face is a skill shortage across all sectors. It's not being portrayed in the best way, which hasn't helped. That needs to change, and it needs to change to show what a great industry it is, somewhere to learn and work. What's interesting is it's affecting all spectrums of the hospitality industry. Even high-end restaurants are changing their working conditions and lengths of their working weeks to retain staff.
So finding and retaining talent becomes the real focus, as does getting out there and promoting the industry.
Springboard UK's role is to promote the industry as a great place to work. And we want to educate young people in schools, colleges, universities. We want to educate adults who are unemployed, returners to work, career changers. We want to educate the influencers about the vast array of opportunities that exist within the fantastic world of hospitality. The Springboard charity helps young people achieve their potential, it helps unemployed people into work, and it helps disadvantaged groups overcome their barriers and get into employment. So for example, with young people, we're working in secondary schools on programmes like our Future Chef programme, teaching 12 to 16-year-olds to cook, teaming them up with professional chefs from industry who basically help nurture them into apprenticeships or into college programmes or directly into employment. So perfect first leg of the relay to pass on to Toque. We need everybody to unite behind a major game-changing campaign to promote this industry as a great place to work to attract more of the Indigenous population.
Good education also needs to play a key role for our future. But universities and colleges are facing their own challenges.
As many as half of the colleges in the UK have falling numbers. By 2022, the intelligence suggests that we will need another 11,000 chefs. That doesn't mention the amount of people we will need front of house and in general hospitality. The good news is that colleges around the country are providing and producing skilled graduates. We've got over 14,000 students leaving as trained chefs. This is a great opportunity. The bad news is that they don't always arrive in the place that we're expecting them to because they have transferable skills. So the obvious problem that we are facing is getting the students or young people to make that first step into our sector, into the hospitality industry.
What we do know is that apprenticeships are helping to bridge that gap.
Apprenticeships for us is really good news because what it allows is that young people can see firsthand what the industry looks like from the inside and actually earning as they are gaining skills. The thing that works the best is a partnership between employers and education, businesses and schools.
Making jobs more exciting, more inclusive, and more collaborative is going to be key if employers want to retain their talent.
I think as a hospitality industry, we really need to look at how we treat our staff, how we listen to our teams and how we bring them into our business. It doesn't matter whether you're a kitchen porter, a waiter or a general manager. Everybody's role is vital in the industry. And if we don't look after each one of those roles specifically, then nothing works. Everything has to work to make all the cogs go round. Waiters and bartenders are the front line. They're the ones who are talking to our guests. They need to tell us what the guests are saying as well. We need to actually make the industry understand that listening to our frontline people is what's going to make our business successful.
It's also worth noting that the growth in more informal casual dining has led to the UK pub and restaurant industry attracting an additional 47 million visits compared to 5 years ago, and that has had an impact on skills.
I think the job description of a chef has changed in certain sectors of the industry. Certainly within casual dining, which is the biggest growth market within the hospitality sector. The guest is a lot more discerning and knowledgeable about food than they've ever been. And in turn, as an operator, we have to match their expectations. The future is we need to keep developing talent. People's expectations are going to continue to increase. And for that, we need to deliver a better experience for our guests. And to do that, we need to ensure that our kitchen teams have the training and the skills and the ability to be able to produce fresh, good quality food quickly and to meet the customer demands. Unless you are giving your team, the training and upskilling them and developing them, and they'll go and work somewhere else.
The industry and the country as a whole faces an uncertain future, and therefore now is the time that we must ensure we attract the right talent to safeguard our position as being world-leading and world-renowned. When a child is asked, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" we want that child to say, "I want to run a restaurant," or "I want to manage a bar," or "I want to manage a hotel," at least as many times as that child would say, "I want to be an astronaut," or "I want to be a fireman," or "I want to be a doctor." And to achieve that, we have to work really, really hard together. Why? Because it's pretty ambitious. But just because it's ambitious, it doesn't mean we shouldn't go for it.